to another one of my tutorials. Basically today we're going to be exploring a Mugen editing program called Fighter Factory. You can get it in Google. I will have a link to it in the description more than likely. And it allows you to edit Mugen characters, stages. Actually allows you to create your own character if you don't already know about that. But that will be a later tutorial. Today we're just going to explore some basics. So, say you don't like a character's colors and you want to change it. Go ahead and open up your character, which I already opened. He is War Machine. And up here at the top, where it says Fighter Factory, below you see File, Show, Definition, Sprite, Palette. Click Palette. And it should bring you to something like that. Or similar to that. And what you're going to want to do is zoom in all the way first. And select this color picker tool over here. And select the color you want to change. I'm just going to change his pants color. Oh, excuse me, I was in the animation slot. I'm just going to change his pants color like so. Hit the little cube buttons next to the color picker. And you can select your own color. I'm just going to do basic color, but it's better if you do your custom color because it looks much better. And then you hit OK. Then you go over here where it says view images with this palette right here, this one. You click it and see his pants colors changed. Now that doesn't look too pretty, does it? So what you're gonna want to do is click on the other colors and change them as well. So let's go ahead and change all these up. You know, you just continue clicking around till you find, you know, what works best for you. Just change all the colors, you know, whatnot. Okay, after you do that, you just go ahead and, after you're satisfied with what the character looks like, it's a new color, just go ahead and click Save the Palette, and it will override the previous one. If you want a new palette, just click Save As and save it in the folder. And make sure it's the same as, and make sure you add it in the definitions area if you save it as a new palette. Right here where it says .act palettes, make sure you add put palette / and then your name and then .act for your palette, and you can save it, and you should be able to play with that color. Next we're going to explore how to make an animation into a GIF. Say you have like a nice running animation or something like that, and you want to go ahead and use it in a stage or something, you know, like a background or whatever. You just go ahead and open up the one that you want. I'm going to open up one of my characters that's in beta right now, and you go to palette, sprites, you go to sprites and or animation, excuse me, and right click play, and you'll see that it moves. Nice standing animation. You can scroll through, find the animation that you want to save, you know, which one you like best, all that. I'm just going to go ahead and save his standing animation. So you go up to this little cactus thing, which I don't know why they have a cactus for there, but you click on it, and another box will appear, and it will be playing the image as in GIF format. And you can speed up the image, slow it down, all that cool stuff to the way that you think it looks best. Then you hit save it, and then you save it where you want to, whatever name you want, you know, your computer, whatever, how you do it. And then you can open it in another program like Pivot or whatever and create your movie. Next we're going to be looking at how to change their their power and their attack and their defense. Alright, see, when you go over to constants up here on the bar, you'll see his life, his attack, and his defense, and all that. And over here you see his commons. We'll get into that a little later. But for now, let's just stick to the constants. Alright, you see his life. Say it's a little too low or too high for you. You just backspace it, type in a new number, like that, and that will increase his life. Say the attack power is too high, too low for you. You know, you just go ahead and change that up, or you don't like the defense. Like so. You just go ahead and scroll through. Don't mess with anything you're unsure of, like you don't know what the Spark node or anything is. I'll get into that in later tutorials, but if you don't know what something is, you probably shouldn't mess with it. This fall defense up is basically when a player gets knocked down because like a specific attack, when he's getting up, his defense is lowered usually, so he takes more damage when he's getting up if he's hit. But if you want him to not take more damage, you set it as the same as the normal defense right there. Or say you want him to have more defense, which I'm not sure why, but it's your character, so whatever. You just go ahead and increase it from the normal defense. Alright, then after you do that, you know, you just go ahead and hit file, and then you save it, like how you just did it, and then you just save it. So it makes the character how you want it. Say you want to increase the character size. Alright, say he's too short and you don't like chibi characters. You go to Y scale, which is his height, basically, and you backspace it and you put it at the new height you want. Now, you don't want to just do the Y scale because that will distort the character. He'll be really tall and really thin, and you don't want that, so you're gonna want to make the X scale axis the same as well. And then you just go ahead and save that. And then you get into like the really neat stuff down here, like the walk forward, the walk backward, you know, his speed when he runs or moves. So if you want to increase the speed, make sure you leave that decimal there. You just go ahead and put it up whatever you want. I usually just leave the second number the same as change the first one. Now for the walk back, never, I repeat, never erase that minus sign, or else when you press to walk back, he'll continue to walk forward. You have to have that minus there. But if you wanted to walk faster backward, leave the minus and put in your new number. And then the run forward, I just usually leave the second number same as well. Occasionally I do change it, but you know, just go ahead and change it up to how you want it. Run backwards, same thing as the walk backward. Leave the dash, please leave the dash. I don't want to hear complaints about how it's not working. Leave the dash. Alright, that after you do that, you know, you go ahead and save everything. And I'm gonna cut the tutorial off here because YouTube is probably not gonna accept it if I go any longer. It's got to be around 10 minutes or so. So look out for part 2.